What up, Bobcat Nation? This is Miss Warren. I'm so excited to be filming this video. I even put on my first grade t-shirt, and you guys know that teaching math is one of my favorite things in the world, and I'm so excited to do these videos to teach you about telling time with clocks. And this is level 1 out of 4 videos. So just like when you play video games, we're gonna start out with level 1 and then we'll move on up to 2, 3, and 4. And if by the time you get to level 4, you are gonna be a first grade telling time expert. So level 1, one of the most important things to remember is that clocks are a way to measure time. You might hear adults or people say read a clock or telling time. You don't really hear that word measure very much, but it's really important first grade that you guys remember that. In the same way that a ruler can measure how tall or big something is, a clock is used to measure how much time has passed. So that's really one of the most important things. The clock is a tool for measuring. Now, in your just everyday lives, you've probably seen a lot of clocks. We've seen some, I'm sure you've seen some on your parents' phones, maybe even, different watches or on walls. And you've probably already noticed, because you guys are really smart, that the clocks look different. I have my teaching clock here, and this one they're usually circular, it's round, it has the numbers 1 through 12 in a circle, and this type of clock has a special name. I call her Anna. And the reason I call clocks that look like this Anna is because their real name is analog. Like, you know how a frog sits on a log? Analog, an analog clock. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the analog clocks are the hardest to use. So most of our levels with the teaching clocks are gonna be about Anna, the analog clock. But in your everyday life, you've probably noticed other clocks. There's this one that has the 2 little dots, probably like what you've seen, on an iPhone or something like that, where there's some numbers, some up and down dots, and then some other numbers. I call these digital. So we've got the digital with the dots. You hear those D's? Digital with the dots, and analog. Both of them are tools to tell time. They do the exact same job, they just look a little different. I'm gonna be going over this in all of the videos, but some things that are really important to remember is that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So let's kind of make that into like maybe a little song. Like 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour. Let's do that one again. 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour, 24 hours in a day. 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour, 24 hours in 1 day. So that kind of wraps up this chart here, but one more thing I wanted you guys to do for me is, with your parents' help, if you guys could make a chart maybe just like this, and here, I'll show you here in just a second. I'm gonna make a T chart. Analog, digital. So the 2 different types of clocks, right? I got analog and I got digital, and we're gonna call it a T chart because it's gonna look like a T. Now, with your parents' help, I want you guys to talk about a list of all the times in your life you've seen analog clocks and all the times in your life you've seen digital clocks. Think about at school. Think about when you're out in the real world. Think about in your house. Think about things people wear, and make this T-chart list. If you can, please, because I know your teachers, me included, would love to see it. So you can have your parents send a video, you can do a voice recording, or you can even just snap a picture of your list of the clocks that you've seen in your everyday lives. And then in level 2, we're going to talk about maybe some of the things you might have on your list. Also, what I want you guys doing is don't just watch this video one time. Maybe watch it twice. Pause it. Let this stuff kind of sink into all those brain juices, kind of sink in. Ask questions, have conversations, make connections with this stuff. You guys know how much I love when you guys make connections. Also, what you can do is on our YouTube channel, if you click the playlist button, there's other clock videos and songs and just kind of other teaching videos to help you guys move through the levels. But that wraps up level 1, and I can't wait to see you guys again in level 2, where we're going to talk more about how we use clocks to measure time.